Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is how and why to use design to build your own brand, to create your own brand. So why do you actually need to do it? So I want to first ask you a question. How do you use it? Do you actually use the design to promote your business? Do you agree with me that this is very important? So if yes, give me a big in the comment below and let's start. So you need to remember that the design is actually the packaging of the story you're telling. So when you tell a story with your brand and you're telling them this is what you're gonna get if you're gonna buy my product, if you're gonna get my service, right? You need to make sure that you also telling it in a nice way, in a way that they will look at it and understand. Okay, this is what he's telling me. I can actually resonate to this. I feel that he can solve my problem. So I'll go with this. And also think about it from the side. If you look at the grocery store and you go buy certain products, you're going to look at the shelf and you're going to see the different packaging. So they'll promise you certain stuff, but that promise is also coming in the packaging. You see it in the different colors they choose, the different fonts, and I'm going to tell you in a second the things that you need to focus on. But you need to remember again that this is your packaging, so make sure you're using the right package for your brand so you can tell your stories. And if you want to learn more on how to create your own personal brand, I'm going to put a link here for a video and here. So let's start. So one of the first things you need to focus on is actually when you start your brand is to think about what are the different colors, fonts, elements that you want to use and if there is a meaning behind them and how it's going to actually help you to tell your story, to deliver your story. So for example, if you got something in your company that it's a lot about glam, maybe gold is a nice color. If you look at something that is very serious, so maybe use more the dark colors, like more like even brown and some black and things like that. But if it's something very, for example, soft for babies, so use all the light colors. Again, the different elements. If it's something for babies, you can use like some stuff of the toys, some stuff on the even type of font and all that. And that's why it's very important. And if you go to a graphic designer, they know what to like, which elements they can use and stuff like that. But you also need to guide them because you need to explain them what is the story you're telling? What is very important for you with the brand? What is behind that brand? And by doing that, you will, do like a brainstorm and understand what type of colors do you want to use. Maybe, and fonts and elements. And sometimes you maybe want to use a certain color because this is the one that you most resonate with and that's your favorite color. So you can do it, but you always need to ask yourself, is it going to help me to promote my business? Because let's say, for example, if I love, for example, the color dark blue, and my company is about love and I'm a relationship advisor, using dark blue won't much help me to promote it. I need to use more soft colors, more love colors, different type of reds and things like that. So think about it. So this is why it's very important. So this is the first thing you need to focus on. Make sure that you're using the right colors, fonts, and elements. Number two, so when you do any type of design for your brand, make sure that the look and feel actually presented. And yes, by using, as I said, the different fonts and elements and things like that, you do it. But make sure that the look and feel, when you actually look at it from afar, from a side, you look at it and you say, oh, I know exactly what they're trying to, talk about. I know exactly what type of company. And so, for example, even like a law company, like lawyers, they can use different elements from the court, right, to use it. So they create a certain look and feel that when you actually see it, you know that these people are lawyers. Same as doctors, same as any other type of profession. Even if you sell products of like clothing and things like that, or cosmetics. Like if you do cosmetics and you make them look and feel that there's a luxury place you're getting inside and they're going to be spoiled with all the services you're going to get. That's what you're trying to make them. When they look at it, they get a certain look and feel that they know exactly where they arrive to. And this is very important because once you know you're targeting and you know what the message that you want to come to, you need to make sure that your design is making them feel it, making them say, oh, I feel it. I know exactly like it's exactly. But don't make them feel like you are saying that you're doing X, but you're presenting Y. Because then you're going to lose them. Because like, what is the connection? And they're not going to find it. And that's what you want to. So make sure that the look and feel resonate with your brand story. Another tip, tip number 3, and it's very important. Less is more. So always remember that. Less is more. And I'll give you a different example. Even if you look for the picture that is the top picture on Instagram that got the most likes ever, it's an egg. Literally egg. So why not, like you look at it, look at the egg now. So as you can see, this is exactly what it means. Less is more. Something very simple that got lots of people to react to it. And it doesn't matter what was the meaning behind it. But that's the thing. If people see too many colors, too much information, they're getting lost. Think about it from your side. When you're now looking on a certain website or you're reading a flyer, if there's too much information, your eye is looking everywhere like this, and you get lost. You don't know what they're trying to achieve. Because we know today that, especially because there's a lot of like videos, and if you look, for example, in Instagram, it's all about the images, right? So it needs to be very clear because people are like scrolling all the time, and whatever going to catch their eye, that's where they're going to stop on. But if they're going to be too much information on it, they're going to, oh, I'm not going to read this. I'm not going to. And you're losing them, and that's not something you want to do. So make sure that your message is very clear, very out there, the look and feel that you want to, and you tell the story, but tell them as it is. Don't overtell, don't overuse. So remember, people's eyes are very focused. Think about yourself. If you're gonna look at that sign or a flyer or whatever design you've done, it doesn't matter for which type of marketing element. If you look at that design and you only got one thing out of it, that means that other people will get also one thing out of it, and it's not necessarily going to be the one thing that you wanted. So what I also like to do, and that's my own personal tip, and that's what I always used to do when I was working also for the big companies, is that I used to go for people in the different departments and ask them, what are they getting from that like flyer, from that design, and see if they got the message that I was trying to provide them and share with them. I knew I've done the right thing. But if they saw something else, I knew that I need to go back to the graphic designer and make the changes. So just check with other people before you print or post something if you're not sure about it. So do it and use it, because this is going to help you to reach out to more people and to actually get more potential clients. Because if the message is going to be everywhere, you're going to lose them, and you don't want to. And if I go again to what I said now, to less and more, that actually leads me to the next tip, which is, make it simple, make it something memorable. Because again, you want something to catch people's eyes, but you want them to catch the eye by making something very like outstanding. But when they stop for this and like take a look, they can understand what you're trying to tell them. And that's the important part. Don't try to make it overcomplicated, because overcomplicated people are not having the patience for that. They'll go to someone else that's going to be an easier way to understand it. And I'll give you just an example. When I wanted to sign with one of the associations for a small company, small business, I've checked the different websites, and I can say that what helped me to decide is that some of the websites, they had such a long list of things, and the font was so tiny that I was really trying to put some effort to read it, and I said, well, I'm done. I'm not really going to read it. They lost me. But then when I got to one of the websites and everything was in columns, it was very clear, and I knew exactly if I'm going to pay this is what I'm going to get. If I'm going to pay this is what I'm going to get. But it's very clear, very simple, something with the different colors, that it was more than one color, but it was something that makes sense. It was memorable, and that's what I remember, and that's what I took, and that's why I actually eventually decided to sign in with them, because I knew exactly what I'm going to get to. I knew exactly what I'm spending my money on, and that's it. So always remember this in mind, that you want something that to be not with too much information. Make it very simple and something for people to remember, so they know to come back to, and whenever they see you in the different places, they will remember you, and they say, okay, I know this look and feel. I know exactly what I'm getting here. I know exactly, because their message is always so clear, and that's it. So follow that. One more tip, and not one of the actually most important one, is that consistency. Consistency is the key, because it is. And think about it. everything you work hard on the design and telling your story. If you're going to tell your story in different ways, people will think, they will maybe either interpret the story in different ways and then you lost them, or they're actually just going to be like lost. One moment he's telling the story like this, one moment he's telling the story like that. What's going on here? And when they're also going to search for you in the different social media platforms, they won't see the consistency in how you tell the story. And as I said, you tell the story with your design. They're not going to be sure, like, they're not going to connect the dots. You're not going to be someone that will be in top of mind. But the moment they know that if they see a certain type of color and font and different elements together, built like this, with that type of message, it's exactly you. It's your company, so it will be easier for them because they know exactly where to find you and how to connect. So if, let's say, they search you in one of the social media platforms and they were thinking about your business, but then they forgot because something happened in their life. And then they're going on another social media on another day and they see this, like, oh, I remember this because I've seen it there. Wow, I love this stuff. Now I do have the money or the time or whatsoever, and I'm going to work with them. So that's why it's important. Be consistent. If you're consistent, people will know as well that whenever they search for certain type of, let's say, tip, advice, product, service, they will link it to you and they will come to you. And that's bottom line where you want to be. If you're not consistent, they won't remember. So for example, if I want to talk about, if all my design is about love and things like that, I won't put like very things like professional that looks like more like a very serious, like I'm a law firm or I'm, like a business consultant. But if I am like having like different quotes and stuff like that, I want my page to be consistent with the type of quotes that I'm using, with the design that I give to this, because that's how they will remember me and they know to come to me. And that's how you build it. So make sure, because this is super important. If you also want to grow your business, reach out to more people, reach to more potential clients, engage with them, get them to follow you on all the different social media platforms that you're using. This is the right thing for you. Stay consistent. And by the way, if you're not sure which social media platforms are the right one for you, I've got a video that will help you to understand. The link going to be here and a video going to be here as well. So you're more than welcome to watch. So if I'm just going to sum it all up, as I said from the beginning, remember, you tell a story with your brand. And the design is your package, is the cover of it. It's how you're going to deliver that story. So make sure that you deliver the story the right way. Make sure that your target audience understand and interpret the story you're telling the way you want them to. Right? And you do it by using the right elements. So make sure you use the right colors, the right fonts, the right different elements you use and stuff like this. Make sure that you're consistent with your design. Make sure you're not using too much information. Remember, less is more. Make sure that it's very simple. It's something that people can remember. So that's what you need to remember. And remember again, this is a story you're telling. So how you want to tell it, it's up to you. So make sure you do it the right way. And again, if you like my content, you're more than welcome to subscribe to my channel and give me a like. And I'll see you in my next video.